it down for that. Time I was dining out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his first pass is incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Buffalo.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and...
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Allen now on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Steelers nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Allen. Steps away to his left, and it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Carry on Johnson, the ball carrier. Taken down by Trey Herndon.
On play action, Allen. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Play fake here on first down. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Out of the gun now on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On first down, it's Carson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Allen now looks to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Steelers nothing.
Second and 11 now. Back to throw here. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Forced out to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Bills 10, Steelers 7. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And it's 3rd down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Galladay with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Steelers 14, Bills 10.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Gain of 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Now it's Carson. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This is Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Allen. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They go play action here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Josh Lambo.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sideline. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
19, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Allen, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Physically a beast, baby.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. That catch good for only a couple.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll run the screen with Carson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
third down. Carson, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Let's go, D.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen off the play fake. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This to Jarwin. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
The 34-yard line.
They run again with Carson. And a short gain down to about the 33. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
14.
The Bills on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Allen going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target. And it's 3rd and 4.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Steelers 20. Matt Prater set to kick.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock
2
ticking.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Slant to Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Demario Davis there on the stop. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Bills.
319.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he gets it down to the 32.
The handoff
on the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bills, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with